Welcome everybody to the video. Before it begins, make sure you like and subscribe, but enough of that, let's get right into the video. A history of Nickelback so far. Nickelback's first album was Curb and was released in May of 1996. The album features grunge songs like Falls Back On and Little Friend. The album also features songs like Window Shopper and Fly. If you weren't a Nickelback fan, you would assume this was just another 90s grunge band. Nickelback's second album, The State, was released in January of 1999 on Roadrunner Records and featured harder songs like Leader of Men. This album is considered the least favorite among fans due to the huge change in style from the first album's grungier feel. However, when you really dig in, songs like Cowboy Hat, Breathe, and Old Enough are all similar sounds to the first album, Curb. However, Nickelback starts to push the sound on songs like Worthy to Say. Nickelback's third studio album was Silver Side Up, released on September 11th, 2001. This was and still is considered their best album, featuring hits like How You Remind Me, Where Do I Hide, and Too Bad. Playing alongside those hits were Never Again, Woke Up This Morning, Good Times Gone, and more. Despite this only being a 10-song album, all 10 songs are bangers. A wonderful rebound from The State for many, many fans. Following the success of the Silver Side Up album, Chad Kroeger was featured in the 2002 Spider-Man movie alongside Josie Scott, and their single track titled Hero. This song is a great intro to what Nickelback can do with slower songs heading into their next album. However, this wasn't a Nickelback song, as it was a Chad Kroeger single release only. Nickelback's fourth album was titled The Long Road and was released in September of 2003. It featured grungier sounds with Because of You and See You at the Show. Figured You Out was another hit song on The Long Road, and was one of the more criticized songs on the album, due to the dirtier lyrics that can be heard here. Yup, that was a lyric. But slower songs like Someday made you forget that that was on the album if you were not a fan of those dirtier songs.
Now that's wrong, just as long as you know that someday I will, someday.
Album number 5 for Nickelback was released in September of 2005, and it was titled All the Right Reasons, and featured slow song, Far Away.
this time, this place.
Along with Far Away, Nickelback also accompanied it with the banger which is known as Animals. Along with those, Nickelback also released hit Savin' Me to add a slower vibe to the album. However, it was all washed out by Photograph.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Sadly, this was one of the better songs on the album, but it was overwashed by Memehood. Side of a Bullet is Nickelback's hard tribute to rocker Dimebag Darrell, who was shot and killed at a show in Columbus, Ohio, in December of 2004.
I'm through standing in line. The clubs will never get in. It's like bottom of the ninth, and I'm never gonna win this. Life hasn't turned out quite the way you wanted to be. Tell me what you want.
One of the more remembered songs of the album is Rockstar, a song about wannabes that made Nickelback seem like wannabes. Along with the success in the album, Nickelback released a cover of Queen's We Will Rock You.
We will rock you. We will rock you.
Nickelback's sixth studio album was released in October of 2008 and is titled with the hard sound of Burn It to the Ground. This was accompanied by Party Anthem This Afternoon.
On the couch this afternoon.
Along with those were songs If Today Was Your Last Day, I'd Come For You, and Sex. But the album was memed once again by slow song Never Gonna Be Alone.
You're never gonna be alone.
Nickelback's seventh album was titled Here and Now and was released in November of 2011. It featured love song Trying Not to Love You.
It's trying not to love you. Only go so far. Trying not to need you.
This Means War was just one of the harder songs on the album. Also hard was Gotta Get Me Some and Bottoms Up. But the album was good with slower songs like Lullaby and When We Stand Together.
Feeling of finding yourself stuck out on the lane.
Album number 8 for Nickelback was titled No Fixed Address and was released in November of 2014. It features songs like Make Me Believe Again and What Are You Waiting For?
Make me believe again. It's so kind you wait for. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting on a lightning strike?
The album isn't great because of its modern pop vibe. Get deep enough and you'll find Flo Rida. However, they did feature harder songs like Get 'Em Up.
Movie that we'd seen screaming, this is a robbery, now get down on the floor. We're here for all the shit that you don't need no more.
In August of 2016, Nickelback released a single cover of Don Henley's 1982 Dirty Laundry.
Whisper in my ear, give us dirty laundry.
The song is harder and much better than any hard song on the previous album, but still no feel like this was going to be a turn to the old days of Nickelback heading into their next album. Nickelback's latest full album release was titled Feed the Machine and broke out in June of 2017. It featured slow songs like Home. Adding to the onslaught of sadder songs, Nickelback also released Song on Fire. The album takes a happier spin with song Every Time We're Together.
Looking back, they're better than they used to be. Cause you should have seen the size of the guys we were fighting, and we shouldn't be alive at the speeds we were driving. But mama always taught us to never tell a lie.
Nickelback's latest release is a cover of the Charlie Daniels song The Devil Went Down to Georgia. The song was played with Canadian guitarist Dave Martone and was a great hard cover of the song. Hopefully a hint at what is to come with Nickelback heading into their next album should they release one. Now we try and answer the question, why is Nickelback so hated? Some true fans hate Nickelback because they signed on to a deal with Roadrunner Records in 1999, a company known for heavy grunge, and Nickelback simply took it another direction. However, most hate comes from the quotes off of talk show Tough Crowd with Colin Quinn, where comedian Brian Posen said, "No one talks about the studies that show bad music makes people violent. Like listening to Nickelback makes me want to kill Nickelback." But in the modern era, the band has mostly been memed into existence. Their ability to play along has kept them alive for 20 plus years. However, people still love to listen to Nickelback. Some celebrities have voiced their opinions on the band, like Lizzo in this CBC interview.
Who is this? Nickelback? Why do people not like Nickelback? Y'all don't know why. Because I feel like Nickelback gets way too much shit. I think that this is a jam.
All in all, we can agree that Nickelback is definitely not what it used to be. The hardcover of The Devil Went Down to Georgia is hopefully a peek into what they will do next, but we know they have gone a far away from the hard rock roots that have gotten them to where we are. Thank you so much for watching the video. Remember to like and subscribe, and rock on.
That's all, folks.